Hello everyone and welcome back to the SteemTrail Gaming podcast. Today is the 6th of November 2018. My name is Kralizec and I will be one of your hosts for the evening. The other host is Tygergamer. Hey Tiger, how are you doing?
I'm doing excellent. How about you?
Really tired. Like, oh my god, is teaching fucking hard? Seriously, it's much harder than it should be. But we're not here to talk about my issues with being a teacher. We are here to talk about video games. So, did you get to play anything cool in the past week?
I got to play quite a bit of the Fallout 76 beta.
Oh, so, honestly, from what I've heard, most people were somewhat disappointed with it. So, what's your take on it?
For the most part, I've actually been really enjoying it. And personally, I'm in the minority of people that actually wanted a multiplayer Fallout game, so...
Okay, so tell us some of your impressions.
Of course, this being a beta and this being an online game, there are some bugs I encountered, like the game freezing on me at certain points and having to restart. One of the things I noticed, even though there are no NPCs in the game, there's only robots roaming around. Some of the comedy in this game is freaking hilarious.
Okay, that's good to hear, honestly.
Yeah.
I have to ask, there were no NPCs in the beta, but there will be NPCs in the game, won't there?
Possibly not at launch.
Okay, that sounds really bad to me, personally.
Yeah, because so right now in the game, as it stands right now, I think what they're going for is, since you're a resident of Vault 76, and you're part of the first group of people that resurfaced to the wasteland, I think what they're going for is you're the first ones out, so you'll be the ones to rebuild the wasteland, and possibly, and this is just what I'm guessing, but since this is an online game, chances are Bethesda might update the game in the future and open up recently unopened vaults and possibly either release experimental horrors upon the wasteland or add NPCs later on.
Okay, but my question will be this. Obviously, the world shouldn't be as filled as, a game where all the vaults are mostly opened, etc., etc.
Yeah. But
there are people who survived the Fallout even though they weren't in a vault. So shouldn't there be some NPCs out there? I know there will be enemies for sure. That there will be like bandits, etc. And if there are bands of roaming bandits, it would just make sense if you could also find a hut of 3 people who survived in the middle of the forest and are just trying to live their life, or like a tiny settlement of something. But
just that's understandable because one of the first main story quests that you go do is you gotta take this first responders exam, where it's people that survive the nuclear war and have survived, but of course they're either gone or dead, because when you get to go and find somebody, you pretty much just find their corpse along with either a note or a holotape that leads you on to the next quest marker.
Okay. So you touched there on the story, and obviously I haven't got to play the beta myself yet because it was not for PC yet.
Well, actually, the PC beta actually started on October 30th, the same day as the PS4
yeah,
beta.
but okay. The thing is, I don't pre-order games, and I don't think anybody should pre-order games. So it wasn't an open beta. That's what I meant. Sorry.
Yeah.
But what the most complaints I've heard are the game lacks a story, in terms that yeah, it's a people are saying the game looks technically fine, like it's beautiful, the combat is good. Obviously there are bugs. It was a beta, they still have some time to fix them. Obviously they need to fix them, but then again it's a Bethesda game, so don't count on all the bugs being fixed when the game launches. But
yeah,
the complaint of people is essentially, okay, I get put into this world, the world is amazing, but why am I doing anything here? What is the reason? Because when you go to play a traditional Fallout game, you have the story that pushes... we're sorry. It seems that Tiger's grandma is most likely calling. Or somebody. Because, you know, technical issues are always fun. So, in the meantime, yeah, the complaints of people are essentially the game has no soul. Okay, Tiger's coming back. Grandma?
Yeah. No, somebody else.
Okay. Okay, so where were we? Oh, yeah. People complaining that the fact that they don't have a push, they don't have a drive to do anything as you do in a traditional Fallout game, where it's the story that first pushes you out, and then you discover a little story here that you want to explore, or a little story there that you want to explore, and this just ties into creating a whole world, while at least the world in beta seemed rather empty, and really tons of stuff to do, but no reason to do it. So what is your take on those complaints?
Considering I'm still like in the beginning hours of the story, personally, I've actually been kind of intrigued to see how the story continues, and also how they improve upon the game myself.
How much time do you spend in Fallout 76?
I'd say about 8 to 10 hours.
Honestly, I wouldn't call that a real beginning to a story anymore. I would say you probably passed the beginning.
Yeah.
The fact that I hear there are no NPCs in there, and honestly, I think they will be adding them through DLC, and it just seems like Bethesda is trying to go for a Fallout cash cow that can give them money the same way Skyrim has been giving them money for...
Actually, correction. All of the DLC, all the post-release content will be free.
They say that now. Just give them a year. Stuff is going to start selling for money. They're not going to call it DLC. They're just going to call it an expansion pack or a visual. They're just going to call it, oh, this is not DLC. Here's a little piece of DLC we're giving you for free. But this stuff, this is not DLC. This is the stuff you have to pay for. That's what's going to happen.
We'll have to wait and see.
Well, I would be really surprised. Pleasantly surprised, but surprised that happened. So, what do you think so far of Fallout 76?
I final take on it, even though this is the beta. If you're a Fallout fan and you just want to play an online Fallout game, go for it. But if you want like an excellent story based in the Fallout universe, I would say either wait until Fallout 5 or wait to see what kind of updates they add to this game post-release.
Man, I love you saying wait for Fallout 5. if Fallout 5 comes before the Elder Scrolls 6, I think the Elder Scrolls fans are gonna explode. Including me, because honestly, I prefer the lore of the Elder Scrolls to Fallout. I think it has so much more to offer. But, yeah. Huh. Okay. So let's move on to the next game. This is the only game I got to play this week because, again, teaching takes up so much of my time at this point. Rise, Race the Future. As you might guess, this is a racing game. And it's an arcade rally game. And it's not bad. Honestly, the driving is good. The game looks pretty good. The car models are amazing. The cars, seriously. If you're a designer for cars for like Aston Martin or Ferrari, yeah, this is a good place to get some inspiration. The thing is, the game lacks something. Just, I never really feel the need to like, okay, I finished this race, I really want to go on to the next one. Even though it seems to have everything it has, you know, you're getting constantly new cars, new decals, new colors for your car. The races are pretty good. There's only one type of race. It's just a race, but there are challenges during the race that you have to finish. There's a good variety of them. The driving model is an arcade driving model. Obviously, if you want something more realistic, this is not for you. Honestly, I think this game is lacking of either a story or like a career mode. There are like seasons, but you don't see any leaderboards. You just finish a race and it gives you a percentage towards finishing this season, and that opens up a new season. I wish there was like a leaderboard there where you would try to compete to get onto the top spot, or like a story mode where you're like this newcomer and you're trying to explore all the vehicles that this game has to offer. Just something to tie the races in, because the way the game is set up, it just feels like a series of unrelated races. And while the races are fun, it just doesn't feel like that's enough. But again, the game is not bad. It has a really nifty, not a mechanic. This is more of a graphical thing. The cars are also hover cars. So whenever you get onto water, the cars can actually drive on water. So that I find really, really cool. My only like mechanical complaint with the game is the nitro system. You don't really see how much nitro you have left, or I just couldn't find the UI for it, which is sort of sad. Also, for some reason, when you're using nitro, your car has better maneuverability rather than when you're not using it, which seems weird, but sure, it's an arcade game. It's not like I'm gonna complain too much about that. I'm just sad that it doesn't have something that ties the races in, so you would really have that feeling, okay, I want to do one more race. Because, you know, it's fine when you're like, okay, I have 10 minutes. What do I do? Okay, let's do one race. So you do one race. But it also has I don't know what it's called, like just a normal mode where you just have all these seasons, and then it has an arcade mode where you can just pick a track and drive it. But the modes feel almost the same, so I think that's just sad. But if you like rally, if you like arcade rally, something casual, honestly, there isn't that much on the market that you could enjoy other than this in such technical detail. So if you like that, I'm gonna give it a recommendation. If you like casual racing games, sure, go for it. It's not that bad. It has plenty of content. Obviously, if you're looking for something realistic, avoid this by 20 miles because this is not realistic. But you understand this by this point. And if you just like cool looking cars that will be like 10, 15 years from now, they look like that. They're not like 200 years from now. Yeah, the game looks nice. It's available for 16 euros. So I'm gonna assume that's 20 bucks on Steam. Go for it if you like that. I'm gonna really try to finish the review, but man, I just didn't have the time for this week. Okay, that's my take on Rise, Race the Future. Anything else you played this week?
Yeah, the last game I got to play was this game called The Quiet Man.
Oh, the gaming movie.
It's a mixture between a game, gaming movie and a beat 'em up.
So what you think?
For the like, of course, you know the movie parts. You sit and watch those, and the gameplay comes from the beat 'em up sections of the game. So really, that's all there is. It's the game. You watch cutscenes, beat up a few guys, continue watching the movie, and that's pretty much just a rinse repeat type thing right there.
Is it any good?
And okay, the story is you play as a deaf guy, and you play through his perspective, so you can't hear any of the voice acting or any of the sound or any sound. So there's that, and also not to mention since there's no voice acting and like the camera work that they put into this game, it does not convey what's going on without the sound. And not to mention, as I guess it's gonna be a new game plus feature or something like that. They're gonna patch in the voice acting and all the sounds this Thursday. So
okay.
So I might play through it again just to see what the crap was going on.
Okay, and what about the only gameplay part? What about a combat? Is that at least good?
Somewhat, yeah, but really, it's just punch a few guys, continue the story. There's no upgrade. Like you cannot like upgrade yourself to become stronger. You just do the same attacks over and over until you beat the group of people that you're fighting.
Okay, so I think this begs a simple question. Is there any point to gamer movies? Or should they just not really be a thing? What do you think?
Honestly, I applaud them for trying something new, but they should have done a better job of conveying what the game is about, considering that you don't hear anything or you don't hear them talking, so you don't just from body language alone. Like there are some interpretations on what the crap happened, but
so from what I'm hearing is what I'm actually looking at the Steam reviews, and there are, well, let's call them vastly negative.
Yeah.
So only 25% of the 200 reviews that are currently available in English are positive. That is not a good trademark. And from what I'm looking, well, if I just filter by positive, it seems it's mostly people just commenting like, yeah, good for you for trying something new, but yeah, it's just not there, but yeah, you tried something new. It's cool.
Yeah.
The negative ones, oh man, those are harsh and long usually. So if I do for like a short one, so this one, well, that's one way to save on development costs. No voice actors, no sound effects, and there's no way in hell of going any direction but the way the game wants you to go. You cannot make mistakes in this game, and it's a total hands-hold experience. So I think that one is not completely fair. As you said, there are going to be voice files added into the game. Okay, here's another one. This quote-unquote game is a 3-hour-long movie with sloppy beat-em-up sections in between cutscenes. Do yourself a favor and watch a playthrough online instead of paying €15 for the worst beat-em-up of this year. What do you think of that?
Yeah, I understand that. But also, I think it, like, me personally, I paid like $13 for it. And at that price, yeah, from what they've done, yeah, that's a fair price. But if I think if it was like any higher, I think the reviews would be even worse.
So I wonder, $13, that's pretty much a cost of a movie ticket, right?
Yeah.
Here in my country, it would be less. It would be around $5. But, okay, there's another comment by Steel Saint. Damn, there's so much wasted potential and missed opportunity in this game. Let me just say that I think the idea of a deaf protagonist is brilliant. But the combat is clunky, the gameplay is repetitive, and I think it gets boring really quick. So, do you think that could be something?
Yeah. And also, if you like this concept, go and watch a playthrough of it. Or I know this is a gaming show, but if you want to watch something that's similar, but I think does a much better job of not having voice like talking in it, is A Quiet Place. If you want to watch something like, I highly recommend you go watch that instead.
That's probably a good choice. So
yeah,
my view on game movies is that they will always get tried from time to time by studios who just feel like, we have the perfect idea, let's do it. The problem is, this game should never ever be tried to played off as a mainstream game. Any game in this genre. This is a genre that is made for a very minuscule minority of gamers who will enjoy such a thing. The vast majority of them, if they are interested in the story, they should just, probably seek a playthrough. Or the studio should just release it as a movie itself. I think the idea of combining live... Yeah, talk.
I would also like to add, if you're going to watch a playthrough, wait until after... Try and find a playthrough with actually like voice acting in it, so that way you can actually understand what's going on.
I wanted to say, I think the idea of blending live action and CG is interesting, but I don't think the market is that ready for it unless you really are using movie CG. If you're using computer game CG, there is a noticeable difference between the quality of the two. You know, it will take you out of the immersion. So I think that may have been a bad decision on their part. Either they should have just made a full live action movie with just having a few scenes play out differently, so you could have like made decisions similar to how Dragon Slayer was done back in the day, even though I know that was animated. Or the whole quote-unquote experience should have been just a computer game. It would have given them more control over the actors, what emotions they're playing through, over exactly what body language can they portray. And honestly, I think gaming movies will or should be dedicated to small indie studios, or even like students of either gaming design or movies. Or, you know, if you will have two friends, one is going to be studying movies or to be a movie maker, and one's going to be studying to be making games. If those two guys band together, then they make like a short 20-minute movie game, or it's not a movie at that point, and they just release it for like $3. I think that could be awesome. That could be like a genre of itself. But a 3-hour movie, then I'm just gonna, you know, most of the time I'm gonna be sitting here like, and suddenly, like, oh fuck, I have to push keys. And then you go back and watch it. Those are two very different experiences. You know, one is relaxed. You maybe want to have a snack with you, like popcorn or something. And then you have to put your popcorn away, push keys, focus. Okay, I got this. Cutscene starts again. It doesn't really provide natural flow.
Yeah.
So, as you said, kudos on trying something new.
Yeah.
But I don't think this is a really good choice for trying something new. Okay, Quiet Man, available at €15 or €13.49 at this moment, as there is a special promotion until the 15th of November. If you are interested in movie games and you don't mind spending 3 hours of your life mostly watching your screen, not doing anything. If you're not, just watch it. Somebody will play it for you.
Yeah.
Okay, anything else you get to play this week?
No.
Neither did I. So, let's talk news. And we're gonna start with BlizzCon 2018.
Mm-hmm.
And you guys know it's coming. Yes, we're going to talk about Diablo, but give us a second. Let us first go through all the good stuff. So, new Heroes of the Storm hero named Orphea. Do you care?
No.
I actually do. I don't play Heroes of the Storm, but I actually enjoy watching it. It's the only MOBA I can enjoy watching.
Mm.
And the hero actually looks super fun to watch. She has an ability that has like just a 5-second cooldown, so that's very quick. And every time she uses it, her next move is like a little blink, or, you know, just she like moves really fast. So she's super mobile. And that is actually really fun to watch, especially when somebody will have like really good skill with her. And I know there is a talent later on in her build that allows her to do it every 2 seconds. So she's like zipping over the field all the time. And I want to see somebody get really, really good with her, and she will just avoid all the damage while killing everyone. And I want to see that. So yeah, that's Orphea for Heroes of the Storm. Then we have another hero, this time for Overwatch. It's going to be Ashe, and she's Mekri's daughter. So you still playing Overwatch? I stopped playing Overwatch a long time ago.
I played a little bit during the Halloween event, and that was about it.
Are you gonna try it, Ashe?
Yeah. Yeah, I still got the one on my PS4, and my sister, she still likes to play it too, so yeah, I'll give her a try.
So as far as I understand, she's a hit scan hero. She's Mekri's daughter, so what would you expect? Okay, and now we're going to some retro stuff. World of Warcraft Classic. We now have approximate release. We do know it's going to be happening sometime in the summer of 2019. So just about half a year, slightly more, and you'll get to play vanilla World of Warcraft again. I'm pretty sure you don't give a crap about that.
No.
I was like, do I wanna? Don't I wanna? It's World of Warcraft. If I go play it again, I will get addicted again. I can't play, but I want to try vanilla again, but I can't. And I'm sure there's so many people who have the exact same problem. Then there's obviously tons of people who are just like, fuck yeah, vanilla, wow. So yeah, if you're one of those, get prepared. We do know that you only need the standard subscription to get access to it. You don't need to pay anything extra, which I think is a good move from Blizzard. Okay, then we have Warcraft 3 Reforged. Or just remastered, if you're a normal person. It's going to be Warcraft 3 with better graphics, better UI, better netcode. Better everything, I guess. But it's going to be Warcraft 3. So, yay, I guess. I don't like RTS games, but for anyone who likes them, yay.
Yeah.
Then we have the new Hearthstone expansion, Rastakan's Rumble. It's going to be pirates and trolls. There's going to be a new mechanic called Overkill. There's going to be Loa, spirits, and all the stuff you would expect from a new expansion for Hearthstone. There's going to be a new PvE thing. Yeah, I'm actually pretty excited about it. It looks good. I like trolls. Trolls are cool in World of Warcraft, so a Hearthstone theme expansion about trolls. Sure, I'm gonna play it for sure. And then, lastly, the last piece of good news is Lucios. They're a real thing. They're going to be coming to the market in December. Remember what you promised?
Okay. Yep.
And I was honestly thinking that I might get you to buy me one pack and send it to Europe.
Okay.
So we're gonna talk about that once they hit the shelves.
Yeah.
And now it's time for Diablo Immortal. So first the summary. Diablo Immortal is going to be a mobile version of Diablo, and people are really not happy with it. So essentially people are saying that Blizzard is going full on greed mode, that it will suck, it's going to be filled with the microtransaction. Then there's some claims that it's just a reskin of another game that is called Crusaders of Light. Yeah, all that stuff. You probably heard about it at this point. Cool thing, or cool, maybe you saw that video of a fan who asked during Q&A, is this an out-of-season April's Fool's joke?
Yeah, I seen that.
Man, he reached meme status real fast.
Yeah.
Blizzard have stated their own response, not to this question, just general to the controversy. They said, we have said that we have multiple Diablo teams working on multiple Diablo projects, and that remains true. Even after releasing Diablo 3 for Nintendo Switch and announcing Diablo Immortal. We still have multiple Diablo teams working on multiple unannounced Diablo projects. Diablo is a tentpole franchise for us, and it will always be. We love it. We hope our fans understand what we are saying when we say that. So, that's their response. And then there's one last thing. Apparently, comments. Somebody's calling him again. People really can't seem to keep away from him today. This is the third call. We had one during the pre-show, one with you guys earlier, and then we have this one again. You need to figure out something, and you're sideways.
What's that?
You're sideways.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's better. So, where were we? Yeah. So, apparently comments are being deleted on... Oh, you're sideways again.
Yeah, I'm fixing that.
Okay, I'm gonna talk in the meantime. So, apparently comments are being deleted on the trailer to the Diablo Immortal, and dislikes are disappearing. So let's actually start with that. That's an easy answer. This is bad. You should not delete comments unless they are really, really like filled with like threats, even curse words. I think I don't give a crap about them being there. You should just leave them. Maybe if they're threats or doxing, then remove them. Fine, I'm okay with that. Maybe you have something like a language filter already set up on your channel. Fine, that's your decision. But the dislikes disappearing, oh man.
Mm-hmm.
Don't do that. Why would you do that? People are not idiots. They will see the numbers changing. Don't do that. But let's go to the controversy itself. The fact that Blizzard is creating a mobile version of Diablo. I want to hear your take on it first.
Hey, personally, I understand where people are coming from. Like, they're looking forward to a fully fledged new Diablo game on PC, but instead it's gonna be a mobile game. And I know some games suck if you're trying to play it on a phone. So, but then also, hey, Blizzard's trying something different with Diablo, so good on them.
So I actually want to say this genre, the Diablo-like genre, is actually pretty well received on mobile phones. You're sideways again. There are so many games that play like Diablo, and they play pretty well. It's not like the controls can't be adapted for mobile phones. Obviously, it's not gonna play the same way as if you have a keyboard and if you have a mouse to aim around. You're still sideways.
I know, dude. I'm fixing it.
It's not going to be the same as a PC game. Nobody is saying that. So I think that part is something people should wait on. If you're saying it's going to suck because it's going to be on a phone, that's not necessarily true. I would wait for a beta or a release or whatever it's going to be. And if you don't like it then, don't play it. But maybe we will be good. I don't know.
Yeah.
Then there's the concern about Blizzard is just going full on greed. That's going to be filled with microtransactions. And here, it's gonna. It's going to be filled with microtransactions. The question is, though, will they be also gameplay microtransactions?
Hopefully not.
Because let's take a look at Fortnite. Fortnite is a free-to-play game that is on mobile as well. You don't have any gameplay microtransactions there. It's still making a shit ton of money.
Mm-hmm.
If Blizzard is smart, and hopefully they are, they will just make it cosmetics. You know, a different kind of... I know you could like have a tiny little pet that collects gold for you, so you don't have to spend 20 minutes collecting all the gold. Because, that's actually something that could take a lot of time on mobile. You could have like 50 million pets that you choose from. I don't think I would care about that. It's not really affecting how good your character is. Obviously, you could have cosmetic items. You could have a ton of them. What I'm scared of is them going the chest route. So, you go into a dungeon and there is a chest at the end. You get the chest. And then you have to wait 4 hours to open it. That would be a bad idea, in my opinion. I hope they don't go that route. But we don't know. Let's not complain about stuff we don't know. If the game has really pay-to-win features, or wait-to-win features, as I like to call these, I will complain. But at this point, I will not complain. I don't get it.
Yeah.
And the people who
don't
say...
judge a game until it releases.
Yeah. And the people saying is, oh, this is probably making Diablo 4 development take longer, and we just want that. That's still being developed. I guarantee you guys that's being made. There's no chance Blizzard isn't making a new Diablo game. They would be idiots if they did. If they didn't. No, they wouldn't be idiots. They would have an IQ of minus something. Literally. They would have a negative IQ. They're making it. And their statements show that they are making it. Even the statement they posted before BlizzCon. Yeah, it was obvious that there is another type of game being made. And that's why we said it's going to be a mobile Diablo. We called it. It was so obvious it's going to be a mobile Diablo.
Yeah.
Why are people surprised by this? I really don't get this.
Yeah.
There is one thing that I think should have been handled better, though. The way it was presented. It shouldn't have been the big thing of the Diablo panel. It should have been... But on the other hand, it also shouldn't have been like the small thing of the Diablo panel. It should have been like the thing you go... At the beginning, you go like, so, Diablo. You know you all are fans of Diablo and you really, really want Diablo 4. Sadly, we're not ready to show you that. But we have something for you guys to bridge your addiction, bridge the gap between Diablo 3 and Diablo 4. We have a Diablo game for mobile phones that you get to play while you wait for Diablo 4. That's the way they should have done it.
Yeah.
And people would have been happy. People would have been like, yeah, okay, I'm gonna try a Diablo game. But the fact that they presented it as the big thing, yes, it shows that they misunderstood their demographic to a degree. But only to a degree. That's one thing I want to stress out. The people who go to BlizzCon, those are the hardcorest of hardcore Blizzard fans. Those will be 90% PC gamers with good hardware, people who can spend money because, you know, going to BlizzCon, that costs a decent chunk of money for most people.
Mm-hmm.
But on the other hand, the amount of people playing Blizzard games is much larger than the amount of people going to BlizzCon. And let's say Hearthstone. Yeah. Hearthstone will be majorly populated by people aged, I would say 12 to 30. I would say the same about Overwatch. How old is your sister? You said she's still playing Overwatch.
13.
Yeah, exactly. She's a teenager. Does she also play games on her mobile phone?
Sometimes.
Do her friends play games on her mobile phone?
I do not know.
Okay, I can tell you, when I go to school and there's a break, 90% of the kids are sitting on their phones and playing games. This is the reason why they are bringing Diablo to mobile phones. It's a market that is fucking huge. There's so many kids playing on their cell phones, and it's a market that is, apart from Hearthstone, essentially untapped by Blizzard. It's so much money is in the mobile gaming market. And you know what? If they love the mobile Diablo game, maybe that will bring them outside of the mobile gamer world and into the either console or PC gamer world once Diablo 4 comes out. I really don't see a problem with this. I'm just so confused about the amount of outrage. I just didn't expect it. I think it's because I expected a mobile Diablo game. It was just, what else would they do? Would they do like a tabletop game? No, they're going to do a mobile game. It's just, what else? And I'm just so confused that people didn't see this coming.
Yeah, really.
Okay, that's enough with Diablo. Let's do the rest of the news. This one will be mostly quicker. we knew we would be talking about Diablo for ages. Let's talk about our news. So let's talk about trusted reviews and the fact that they have to pay over £1 million to charities to apologize for some leaks they had in February about Red Dead Redemption because they had information from a leak document from Rockstar. So, Variety reported that Trusted Reviews publisher TI Media has agreed to donate more than £1 million to unreservedly apologize for that story being made. The charities will be chosen by Rockstar. We also know the names of the charities. It's going to be the American Indian College Fund, American Prayer Reserve, and First Nations Development Institute. So obviously they're trying to theme it into the Wild West, so like show that, yeah, we know we were not nice during the Wild West era, so here's some money.
Yeah.
There was a statement by Take-Two. Take-Two takes security seriously and will take legal action against people who or publication who leak confidential information. Because the information involved information about Red Dead Redemption 2, Rockstar Games directed the settlement funds to these 3 great charities, and there are the names of the charities. The apology says, from Trusted Review says, on February 6, 2018, we published an article that was sourced from a confidential corporate document. We should have known this information was confidential and should have not published it. We unreservedly apologize to Take-Two Games, and we have undertaken not to repeat such actions again. So, in terms of the money being paid, I think this is just a non-story, but I like the fact that the money isn't going either to Rockstar or Take-Two. I like that it's going to a charity.
Yeah, same here.
It's just, yeah, that's a good idea. On one hand, I don't like the fact that they are getting punished for using leaks. It's just, yeah, they should have just said, we have anonymous sources. Instead of saying, we got this document, and they would have been audited clear. I like leaks. I think they're a part of the industry. I don't think companies should be sued for getting information through leaks.
Yeah, really.
Okay, next one. This one is more of a discussion. So, there have been some data mine information about EVE Online, and more specifically the Chinese version of EVE Online, that indicates that there might be a completely new way to punish cheaters coming into the game. Apparently, you will get put into prison, where you will have to do some menial labor before you get set free. More specifically, you will have to mine some ore that's going to be completely worthless, but you will have to do that for a predetermined amount of time. This has been indicated through some in-game dialogue that says essentially you get put into prison if you do cheating, and the fact that there was a new type of ore found in the game, but it's not being used for anything. It's there just to be mined. So, let me get your take on this. I have my own.
Yeah. This is pretty much just a virtual internment camp to punish cheaters.
Yeah. Exactly. It's a labor camp.
Yeah.
My take on this is, when I first read this, it's like, okay, that actually sounds pretty cool. You know, it's a way to punish cheaters without banning them.
Yeah.
Then I was thinking about it a bit more, and I thought about it on more of a philosophical level. Labor camps are bad. I know it's not you literally going and having to smash some rocks, but it just so sneakily shows the concept of labor camps and sort of glamorizes them. And with all the shit that's going on with China, with their social points and that stuff, oh, man, it's just no, don't do this, please, Eve.
Yeah, really.
But I think they will. Honestly, I think they don't have a choice. I think they're somewhat forced to do this. I don't know. I don't know. It's just so concerning.
Personally, also, thankfully, Eve is not the only online game that you can play in China. So there's that. So
yeah.
If you do get caught cheating, you can just move on to another game.
I would say this. So. If there is a game that can sort of pull it off without sounding like really fascist, I know this word gets thrown around a lot, but yeah, that's the only word that really comes here. It is Eve. Eve is such a specific game that unless you really are into... It's not really... The game is not about a gameplay, to be honest. It's more about the politics of the game. You know, just getting into factions and plotting. And they like literally have spies in their game. There are people who get paid real money to work for a different... like, not a guild, like a different faction, a company, to get corporate information for another group. And the game is just bonkers crazy, and I love it. It's, if you ever like just want to get interested in how gamers can be fucking amazing, go on YouTube and search for some cool Eve stories. They're amazing. They're like, holy fuck, if this happened in the real world, there will be like hundreds of people getting their jobs lost. There will be people going to prison. There will be amazing amounts of fines going from the state. It's just amazing. It's just, seriously, this EVE Online is a world of its own. And if there is a game that can pull this off, it is EVE. I would honestly, I think, if I would be to choose, should this be implemented either in the Chinese or in the rest of the world version, I think I would prefer it in the rest of the world version, because the Chinese version just suggests so many things about China, while if it was in the real world version, I would be like, yeah, that's a cool way to do it. But because it's in China, it just scares the fuck out of me.
Yeah.
Okay, let's move on. This is a piece of news for you mostly. We have the PlayStation Classic game lineup. So let's go over them, and I want your opinions on those. So let's go over the North American version. So we're starting with Ballerina Toshinden. Toshinden? I don't know.
Never heard of it. I have no nostalgia for it, so, but I'm interested. I might, if I get the PS Classic, I'll give it a try. But yeah.
Cool Borders 2.
Now, I actually do have nostalgia for this, so yeah, definitely looking forward to revisiting that.
Destruction Derby.
No nostalgia, but hey, it's there. I'll give it a try.
Final Fantasy VII.
Played it, beat it on PS4. Hey, it's there for people that want to revisit it. Go for it.
Grand Theft Auto.
Never played the first one, so I'm definitely gonna try this one out.
Dude, did you never really play the first one? Even I played the first one.
Nope. I started on GTA 3.
I prefer GTA 2 to 1, but man, you should try them both. They're great.
Okay.
Intelligent Cube.
I remember playing a demo of this back when I was like 5, and I remember liking it. So yeah, I'll definitely play this.
Jumping Flash.
I actually just heard about that game a few months back, so it's a new game to me. I'll definitely try that out too.
Metal Gear Solid.
Played it, beat it on PS3 2 years back. Glad it's there for people that want to revisit themselves.
Mr. Driller. That sounds awful.
Never heard of it.
Just the name sounds awful.
Yeah, I never heard of it.
Okay, Oddworld Apes Odyssey.
Oh yeah, played it. Glad it's on there.
Even I can say that. Rayman.
Yeah. Actually, I never played the first one. The first one I played was Rayman 2 on the PS1. So, but hey, the first one was there. So,
it's great.
Yeah.
A Resident Evil Director's Cut.
Glad the Director's Cut's on there. It's Resident Evil.
Yeah.
It's Resident Evil, so.
Revelations Persona.
Love Persona 4 and 5. I really want, since it's on there, I'm interested in playing through the first one, so.
Okay, Ridge Racer Type 4.
Glad it's on there.
Honestly, when I'm reading through this list, Ridge Racer seems like this is the token racing game.
Yeah.
Okay, Super Puzzle Fighter 2 Turbo. This is such a 90s name for a game.
Yeah, pretty much Street Fighter mixed with Tetris. So but there's that.
This is the most 90s name for a game I think I've ever heard. Super Puzzle Fighter 2 Turbo.
Yeah.
Because Turbo, it's extreme.
Yeah.
Okay, Siphon Filter.
Oh yeah, played this when I was younger.
Tekken 3.
Good choice. Oh yeah, I'm not nostalgic for this game, but I heard it's pretty good, so that's a good thing that's on there too.
Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six.
Okay.
No brainer for anyone, I think. Twisted Metal.
Yeah, glad that's on there too. That's an excellent game.
And Wild Arms.
And another RPG.
So, if you don't know, there is a different lineup of games for the Japanese version. We're not going to go through it, but you should just know there's a bigger focus on RPGs and side-scrolling shoot-'em-ups on there. The console will be coming up on the December 3rd, towards the 24th anniversary of PlayStation's release. It will retail for $99.99 in the US, $89.99 in the UK, $99.99 in Europe, and 9,980 yen in Japan. Okay, and that is it for the news.
Yep.
Thus, let's move on to the last section of today's show. Let's talk about some recommendations. So, I'm going to start, if you don't mind, and I would like to start with a game I personally can't wait to play because this is totally my kind of thing, or at least when it comes to humor, Leisure Suit Larry, Wet Dreams Don't Dry. This thing is coming out on the 7th, and hopefully it's going to be a good Leisure Suit Larry game. It's a point-and-click adventure that is, how to say this politely, filled with inappropriate humor that usually concerns to a certain kind of bodily functions performed between a man and a woman.
Yeah.
And yeah, hopefully it's good. As I said, it is coming out on the 7th. It's going to be priced at 30 euros online. I'm going to assume that means $30 as well. You also get the digital art book and the digital soundtrack if you pre-order, though don't pre-order games because that's a bad idea. Yeah, Leisure Suit Larry, if you ever loved any of the previous ones, hopefully this one will be good as well.
Yeah, hopefully.
What would you like to recommend?
First off, I'd like to recommend Tetris Effect, which is coming to PS4 on November 9th. For right now, it's as a discount for $35. It's originally going to be $40, so there's that. It's pretty much Tetris is made by the same people that made Luminous and Res Infinite, so there's going to be some good music in there too, and you can also get to play it in VR as well. So.
Plus, it's Tetris. Who doesn't love Tetris?
Yep.
Man, the trailer is really bad. It doesn't really show anything until like minute into the trailer.
Yeah.
Even longer. The trailer is just. This is a bad trailer.
Yeah, really.
Holy hell! But yeah, Tetris Effect. What is it coming out?
It's coming out on Friday, November 9th.
I hope this comes to PC eventually, to be honest. I love Tetris.
Hopefully it will.
Tetris is always fun. Did you know Tetris is still the best-selling game ever?
Yeah.
And, like, by a huge margin. Let me actually find the exact margin. But the thing is, it obviously includes all the versions. But Tetris has 170 million copies sold. Second is Minecraft with 150. And then you have GTA 5 with 95 million. But still, this is just bonkers. So yeah, Tetris. Play Tetris. Tetris. It will prepare you once you need to put your kids with lots of stuff for your vacation into the car.
Yeah.
Because that's essentially real life Tetris.
Yeah, true.
Okay, I would like to talk about a game that's called Spitkiss. And this is a platformer about characters or creatures that communicate through body fluids and emojis. It's a port of a mobile game, which I have just bought like an hour ago. I'm going to give it a try. I'm actually going to make a mobile review of this because I want to know if this is a game that is worth paying for on mobile. Because you have to pay for it. It's like $2 or $3. Let's actually take a look at it on the trailer. But again, it's a platformer. I think the main audience are very, very likely teens. Maybe like younger teens. I would say like 11 to 14 maybe, based on the graphics. Let's actually take a look. The trailer doesn't show much. Let's take a look at some of the images here. Yeah, so it's a platformer. I wonder if it's any good because, yeah, if it's a good game for teenagers, I think that's really important to have games that not only are cool to play for guys, you know, shooters. This is a game that seems to fit more for the female audience. Let's be honest with ourselves. I was thinking to include some of the kids I'm teaching in reviewing this. Like, give them my cell phone, have them play it for, like, you know, a break, and see what they say about it. And have, like, some of their reactions. So I wonder how that will go, if they will be willing to do that. Okay, anything else you would like to recommend?
The last game I'd like to recommend is The Forest, which is coming to the PS4. It's actually out today for $20. So... It's the port of the PC version, and I've heard some good things about it. So if you're interested, go for it.
Okay, and what exactly is The Forest?
It's a survival type game where you crash land on an island. You gotta fend off cannibals, build your shelter. You gotta find your son, and yeah, it's another survival game, but like I said, I've heard some good things about it. So.
Yeah, when I'm looking at reviews on Steam, it has in the past 30 days, 89% of the reviews were positive, and 92 of all-time reviews were positive. So yeah, maybe a good survival game. I'm sort of tired of that genre, but for people who like it, sure, go for it.
Yeah.
As you said, it's available on all platforms, or on PS4 and PC. Is it? And I'm going to assume it's available on Xbox as well.
I do not know.
Let's actually find out. Forest Xbox. Yes, no, that's RI and the Forest. I think it's only for PC and PlayStation at this point, I guess. Interesting.
Yeah.
But yeah, on PC it's 16.79 euros. So I'm gonna assume that's $20.
Yeah.
Okay, that's it for my recommendations. Do you have anything you would like to recommend?
No, I sure don't.
Then let's slowly bring today's show to an end, and as we do always, we will do that through a bit of shilling. Would you like to go first?
Yeah, you can find me on YouTube as Tygergamer, and on Steam as Tygergamer. I mainly do Let's Plays, and right now I'm working on a review for Red Dead Redemption 2, so look forward to that.
And you can find me at Kralizec on Steam and on YouTube as Kralizec Gaming. I do YouTube reviews and occasional commentaries, though I haven't made one in a while, and with the amount of time I have these days, I'm not probably gonna make one soon. But either way, we both hope you enjoyed today's show, and if you did, please consider giving us a thumbs up here on YouTube and subscribe to the channel. If you're watching on Steam, maybe you want to give us an upvote and follow the blog. Either way, be sure to leave a comment and be sure to tune in tomorrow for more gaming news as the daily gaming news series returns. See you guys later with more gaming content.
Yeah, have a good one.